We don't believe DJ Preschool is appearing at this weekend's Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival, but we do know who does know who'll be there. Glad I haven't had a drink yet. It's Dick of Dick and Dave. That's Richard Burroughs of the Brooklyn Reader. What's up, Dick? A dab, okay. And among other things, we'll hear all about the Doggy Fashion Show right outside of Freddy's from our friend David Cologne, whose title this week sounds like a North Korean dictator turned comedian, Fun Man Supreme.
Wow.
It's like Vermin Supreme. Shout out to Vermin Supreme.
All right.
What is that?
He's the guy, he like runs for president every 4 years. He wears a shoe on his head.
Oh,
He has like a giant
why hasn't
beard,
he
like
won
a
yet?
boot. I don't know.
Very entertaining.
This could be the year. This could be the year.
Right. Now supplying the real fun today is the Rookery, which bills itself as a pub, not a bar. It's in Bushwick on Troutman Street between Wyckoff and St. Nicholas Avenue. And we are delighted to have bartender Mike Batone and all his pretty bottles here with us today. Hey, Mike.
Thank you. Hi.
Mike,
Thanks
what's
for
going
having
on
me.
at the Rookery?
You know, we are an awesome little pub in the heart of Bushwick. A really great community over there. Lots of bars in the neighborhood, lots of nightlife going on. And the Rookery itself is a really cool pub. It's got, we have live events. We show live events on TV. We're gonna have like the DNC and the RNC showing probably the Olympics.
Yeah.
We're going to
Show it all. You're doing it all.
we're doing it all.
Are you guys
Getting-
gonna show
getting
the
distracted here.
live SmackDown draft?
No,
WWE
I don't believe we
transplant.
will be showing any WWF. We don't usually show too many sports unless it's a specific event.
And it's British based.
It is British based. It's British and West Indian.
Oh, nice.
The owners are both from British heritage.
Right.
Did they
And
Brexit?
we did show that
Do you
while it was
Brexit?
going on.
Do you Brexit?
I don't know where they stood. I can't speak where they stood on the Brexit issue, but
Let's get him on Skype.
yeah, Skype him in, patch him in
It's
here.
the Rookery.
It is the
on
Rookery,
Troutman and
425
St. Nicholas.
Troutman.
We'll talk more about it. You're making us some pimp cups.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Dick, Dave, you're here every other Thursday. We love you guys. My dad loves you guys. All the viewers love you guys. Let's get started on some of your weekend picks. Dick, Richard, we're starting with you.
Okay, once we get a signal,
Do you know what
I
it
can
is?
talk
Just riff.
about it. I
Just
can
riff, man.
talk about it. Oh, this weekend is gonna be good because like the 12th annual Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival
Nice.
is kind of taking over the town,
Yeah.
in a sense. And so Nas is going to be the headliner on the concert finale for the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival.
I want to go.
Yeah. What day is that?
Yes, that is Saturday.
Saturday.
Right. And you know what? It's a lot going on with the Brooklyn. It's the 12th annual, so if it was a child, it'd be like a really sort of feisty preteen.
Right.
So you know, maybe expect some feistiness this time around.
They always get great acts.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Kanye West was there.
Yeah.
Q-Tip was there. Jay-Z
Yeah,
was there
yeah.
recently, I think.
And
Yeah.
they got Fab and Talib Kweli's also on the bill. So it's going to be a well-rounded, and you know, I think Nas is especially great because he makes, you know, he's a rebel to America, but he also makes sort of corner boy cool stuff, like, you know, so you can get into it on both sides of the hip-hop rap spectrum.
Of course.
So that's going to be amazing, but I suggest you go to that website, though, because it could be close to being sold out.
Oh,
Wow.
get your tickets now.
Get your
Hip
tickets
Hop Festival is
now.
happening
Don't-
this weekend, right?
Don't wait.
It started yesterday, actually.
Oh, it started yesterday. Are there
Yes.
any female hip hop MCs performing?
Well, I don't know. I think Hip Hop Honors, they still at Hip Hop Honors right now?
Well, that was the other day. Great show.
Right,
Queen Latifah.
awesome show. Right, that was awesome.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not sure. They didn't list it.
Okay.
But when it says and more, maybe they're in the and more.
Nice.
Which I would appreciate one that was like built though. That would have been nice.
Okay. That would have been nice,
that would-
right?
Mr. Cologne, David.
So here's a good way to spend a Friday is you look at some art. You know, you'd be kind of cultured, but not like snooty cultured, because this is an art show. It's called What a Bart Bob, and it is all art by this guy named Wizard Skull, and all of it is paintings that are just inspired mashups of SpongeBob SquarePants and Bart Simpson. I guess you can see one of the ones on the display up there. Why you would think maybe it should be Sideshow Bob and Bart Simpson, or SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't know if he has a friend named Bart on the show, but no, it is only SpongeBob SquarePants and Bart Simpson together. They're both yellow. They're both, like adolescent-y. They never really determined how old SpongeBob is because he's got a job at a fast food place. But they'll be mashed up together like America always wanted and didn't know that they wanted.
Right.
So that'll be Friday night is the opening reception. You can go and you can check it out. This place, K-Rock on Manhattan Avenue. If you miss it on Friday, but you always want to be there first.
Of course.
You don't want somebody to be like, did you see this incredible piece of art?
And SpongeBob, he's just flouting the child labor laws. I don't think he's like really old enough to have a real job.
It's like a big
It's ridiculous. This guy is just
tell?
like, I don't know. I don't appreciate that. Like, it's like, give the kids a break. Didn't have like Industrial Revolution, like
Here you
up in
have,
Sinclair
like,
wrote a book about it. Like, come on, stop
So
putting these kids to work so long.
Maybe he's 14.
He could be.
know.
A little bit older than the Hip Hop Festival.
What's next? Something with Talib Kweli?
Oh yeah.
what I'm
Okay.
hearing in
So
my
on
ear?
Saturday, because it's oh my God, hold the phone.
This is
Yes.
amazing. You get handed a
This
Pim's
is
cup on TV.
amazing.
Mike from the Rookery is here. It's on Troutman and St. Nicholas.
Yes.
Right.
The Rookery, thank you so much for these Pim's cups. This is
Mike.
unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
We're all
Thank
going to go
you.
down to the Rookery
Come
this
by.
weekend.
Everybody's welcome.
Right.
Yes, we'd
We
love
try to make a great space,
This is
be
unbelievable.
This is
welcoming
my
to
gosh.
everybody. And
And a cucumber to make you feel healthy.
Yes.
yeah, it's a very healthy,
Keep it
refreshing
healthy.
drink.
Keeping it healthy.
It's great. It's
I'm gonna
traditional
take a
English
sip.
cocktail.
Yeah.
Dick, tell us what's going on, though. What's your next pick? Do you know?
Oh yeah. So on Saturday, after Talib rocks the stage, it's going to be a solidarity party.
Oh, this is unbelievable,
It's
Mike.
Yes,
strong.
it's
This drink
deliciously
is
dope.
outstanding.
I taste that
really dope.
gin.
Wow.
Right.
Well, it has both gin and the Pim's liqueur, which is a gin-based
Right.
liqueur.
Maybe I'll go on a Pim's cup.
Now is that gin? Is that Navy strength or no?
This is
No, this isn't the Navy strength. This is the
Pim's Cup
Langley's,
Cleanse.
Langley's.
London Dry.
Langley's, right?
Langley's.
So maybe like
Sounds English.
Really good.
So it sounds very English. So I Spy, it's like three parties getting together to throw one big party. So I Spy, it's Wonderground, and it's also Pure Magic.
Okay.
And they're getting together. They're throwing a post hip hop festival party with Talib Kweli as the host, and he's going to DJ as well. And that's at BK Tap House.
Okay.
Which is on Myrtle Avenue. And that should be dope because, yes,
Huge.
it's huge. I mean, like, when three parties get together, you gotta have, like, a big space to kind of, like, because they throw their own parties separately. So when they get together, like, a lot of good dancing, a lot of hip-hop, but, like, a lot of soul, a lot of funk, some house thrown in there, like, maybe some reggae, I'm sure, because my man Silence, DJ Silence, plays a lot of reggae. So that should be a lot of fun. It should be like a lot of energy because people will be coming from the actual concert and kind of, amped up. And this is Talib's, his own personal after party. Maybe everyone else has their own. Maybe Nas has his own. But I know this is Talib's, and Talib's hosting and he's DJing.
That's great.
So that should be pretty cool.
We
Yeah.
know that he watches BK Live, so
he
Talib
does.
will all be down there. Dick, that's
hey,
awesome.
Talib.
All right, the next one, Dave, we're going to talk about this. It's the Doggy Fashion Show happening on
man.
5th Avenue right there in Park Slope.
And this has been going on for a few years now. I always wrote about it when I was in Brooklyn. How you could be, it's dogs and they're all dressed up, and it's to benefit dog causes. And they're going to be from The Tonight Show, two writers from The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Yep.
Jimmy Fallon himself won't be there. I think they can't risk that the dog, some dog maybe goes crazy and bites him or
Mauls him
something.
to death.
Yeah.
that's why he's not
But they'll be. Yeah, he'd be there otherwise.
Otherwise he'd be there.
But it's at Freddy's, which is a great bar, and I also don't mean to suggest any of these dogs are going to go nuts. I don't want people to think that.
Cujo's there.
It's free for you to go to see the dogs all dressed up, and what could be more fun?
Everyone knows how fun 5th Avenue is, and this
Yes.
is just a great event where they shut down 5th Avenue. And to see dogs dressed up, you gotta love it. I mean, come on, you really do.
I hope for the dog's sake it's not too hot or they have
No.
their summer haircuts because when you
be
put the
alright.
clothing on the dogs,
Right.
so you're gonna see a lot of panting dogs probably, but
Right.
it's for a good cause, it's for fun. Sean Casey Animal Rescue, that's who's getting
Oh, yeah,
a portion
Sean
of the beer
Casey, that's
sales.
based
They do
thereabouts.
great jobs. So head down to Freddy's.
It's
gonna be hot.
Saturday, it's 5 p.m. Brian Vines
Yeah.
were there last year. It's always a
Were you?
good time. Yeah, I went with Brian Vines. I would not make that up. Go to Freddy's this Saturday. Help out Sean Casey. We're going to do one more event. Dick, is this you? Blonde
Yes,
Art
that is
Books?
me. So for those of you that can actually read, It's going to be a Bushwick art book and design fair.
Oh, wow.
This Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be at Signal over on Johnson Avenue in Bushwick. And it's going to be an independent and individual book fair in a sense. So if you are with an individual book publishing company, or if you are self-publishing, or if you just really want to find out, about more artists, more authors that maybe aren't, at Barnes & Nobles, or, and you want to get, and also they're going to have like different things for you to do, for the authors to do. Like they're going to have like a binding workshops, so you can like learn about binding, and of course they'll have readings, people reading from their books, and open mics and things of that nature. And they'll also have food, and I think the beer is provided by, I believe, Brooklyn Brewery.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So food, Mouth to Mouth is doing the food, which I think is a great name.
Is this free?
This is free, and it's July 7th, 16th, and 17th from 1 to 7.
Yeah.
It's an all-day thing, and it's all about books. Like, you know what? Get your lid on.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Get your lid on.
Good,
Dick,
and
Dave,
Get your
we
lid
love you
on.
guys.
Absolutely.
Mike from the Rookery. Look, this is a spectacular Pim's Cup. We're going to talk to you more, maybe do another cocktail. But I got to say, the Rookery, Troutman and St. Nicholas, this
come
drink
check
is
us out.
fantastic, Mike. You're going to make us another drink too, right?
I am. I'm going to make the Highland Boy next. It's a Scotch cocktail named after a great uncle of the owner of the Rookery, Jamie. There's a painting that hangs in the Rookery of the Highland Boy. He's old Scottish royalty. He's wearing a kilt and the whole shebang, but that hangs in the Rookery, and the cocktail's named after him, and it's a really awesome Scotch cocktail. It's surprisingly refreshing for a Scotch cocktail. I know those words don't usually go together, but it's not overwhelmingly smoky. It's really approachable.
Right.
It's with a 12-year Kraken Speyside Scotch.
Nice.
A little bit of Ramazzotti, cherry hearing, orange juice, and Stone's ginger liqueur, which is fantastic stuff.
Ooh, that sounds so good.
It is.
So Mike, what does the Rookery mean?
The Rookery is a tree where ravens or crows congregate.
Whoa, duh.
Yeah. Duh. I mean, there's a raven here on the shirt,
Right.
but it's also it can mean a neighborhood. Well, at the turn of the century in England, it was a neighborhood where kind of criminals congregated as well. That's not our image. That's not what we
I thought the crime was cool.
propagate, but
Right.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
like the Rookery.
right. No, it was
I'm going to get out of here.
no.
See you guys next
Killed
week.
it.
We prefer the first meaning.
Right.
A tree where ravens congregate.
Well,
but-
it's on Troutman and St. Nicholas. Mike from the Rookery, thank you. I
Yes.
mean, this Pim's Cup's amazing. We're looking forward to
Thank
this
you.
next
Yeah.
drink. Let's get back to Dick and Dave. You're Dead to Me is happening in Williamsburg. What is this?
Well, it's Williamsburg. You're dead to me. It is feeling gloomy. I know I've talked about this dance party on this show before, where the two DJs they play like the best kind of The Cure and the Smiths and the Downcast, but fun, dancey 80s music. Sadly, the Grand Victory, where they always have it, is closing.
Is
Because
it?
Williamsburg is terrible.
Yeah, all those
everything-
bars turn over so quickly. The Grand Victory, I remember being two other things. It's sad that that's
Right.
closing.
But you
but-
know what? And the two of the things it was before, like it barely lasted. The Grand
Yeah.
Victory was in there for a while, and the trash bar closed, and you thought, well, at least we still have the Grand Victory. No, you don't still have the Grand Victory. It is gone. This is not the last ever feeling gloomy. They're vowing to continue on, which is good. And we will obviously tell you where the next one starts to happen. But this is the last one ever on Saturday night. It sucks.
Grand opening, grand closing.
So go
R.I.P.
dance away your sorrows. They're gonna stay all night.
Yeah.
There's no way. Stay all night at this one.
Nice. So you go to all of these events? You bounce around and
I've been
Yeah.
to Feeling Gloomy. I go to some of them. I'm going camping this weekend actually, so I'm not gonna be at anything. So
Is that one of your picks? Camping?
yes, camping is one of my picks. If anything's bad, don't yell at me. I want
I
I'm
want to
not
hear
gonna be there.
because you're not going to be there. You're going to
Yeah.
be camping. Okay,
Right.
Dick, what do you got? Juice.
So Juice is a part of the 12th annual Hip Hop Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival. It is basically it's like showcasing the next wave of hip hop talent, but not just the MC. Is kind of getting at you from the various aspects of the tenets of hip hop. So it's going to be an art exhibition. It's going to be a whole sneakerhead situation. It's going to be beat makers. It's going to be some art gallery stuff. It's going to be a photo gallery. And then it's going to be, of course, it's going to be performances. Is that at that St. Anne's Warehouse in Dumbo? which I really like. You always kind of feel like a little bit of Game of Thrones while you're in there. And like, I don't even know if the winter's coming because obviously the summer hasn't really come yet. So it's going to be sort of it's on the 15th. It's tomorrow actually, and it's 7 to 11. And I think you should go to the website, figure out if it's still available for you to go to.
There you go. Juice.
And a dance showcase as well.
Down at St. Anne's.
St. Anne's Warehouse.
Oh, and we're getting hooked up with even more drinks from the Rookery. Meanwhile, why don't you tell us about this? Out in the streets is happening.
I love Out in the Streets. I've been going. I'm extremely bummed actually to be missing Out in the Streets. I've been going to it since it started 4 or 5 years ago in a lot. Wasn't even in a nice field like it is now, the Onderdonk House. Saturday and Sunday, Brooklyn's best local 2-day music festival in a field kind of thing. It's like you could go to Bonnaroo. Bonnaroo sucks. It's just there's 100,000 people there and you can't get close to the concerts or anything. Right. Here you can see Brooklyn natives, the So-So Glows. You can see Frankie Rose. You can see Big Ups. You can see all these other bands too. It's only like $40. There's going to be food. There's going to be a nice big green field for you to lay out in if you have exhausted yourself dancing or you just want to lay in the sun. It's going to be beautiful this weekend. Go check Out in the Streets because it's going to be a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun.
Right. Also very close to the Rookery.
It is very close to the
We're
Rookery.
doing some drink specials for Out in the Streets too. So
There you go. See?
come by. I can't speak to which specials,
Right.
but we will be. So
There will be
everybody
two
stop
things
by.
in
If you're
one.
Out in the
There you go.
streets, come by the Rookery. We're just around the corner.
Mike, the name of this cocktail again?
This is the Highland Boy.
Thank you.
Highland Boy.
Highland Boy.
Let's cheers to the weekend, to Dick
Cheers
and Dave,
to
to
the
Mike
weekend.
at the Rookery. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Troutman and St. Nicholas, thank you. The Rookery.
Thanks,
Let's
guys.
see
Glad
what
you're
this
enjoying.
tastes like. I bet it's
Boy.
good.
Delicious.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Nice and scotchy. Right?
Yes.
Got a little kick?
This ain't your grandfather's Scotch drink.
no,
No
it's
way.
not.
It's
No.
mine.
Not at all.
What's in this?
You
What's
could
in
make
this?
one for your
It is
grandfather.
it's the Krakenmore 12-year Speyside Scotch with Ramazzotti. It's an Italian Amaro, a cherry hearing. It's a cherry liqueur, some fresh squeezed orange juice, and this is an English liqueur. It's Stone's ginger liqueur.
Stone.
I was going to say, this is the first. I think Dick is texting right now in the middle of the segment.
I am not.
I had to call him out, Mike. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
No,
Fans.
he's playing Pokemon Go.
Well, that'll be okay. That's okay.
It was a Pokemon go right in your head, but I didn't want to do it because it might be a little distracting.
I can say with
Dick.
much confidence there is not a Pokemon on my head.
How do you know that?
We do have 2 more events. Let's get to those.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Dump Trump Night.
Dump Trump Night. Well, this is at the Jalopy Theater. I don't know if you guys ever been there, but it's a really weird theater. It's like an old theater, but it's a lot of fun. And this is a night of filthy songs that they do normally in the winter, but they wanted to do something in the summer with like these filthy musical songs, and they were like, okay, what can we do it around? And it was like, oh my God, like the most natural thing was like a Dump Trump Night. So it would be maybe like 12 bands doing like these crazy songs, all of them kind of anti-Trumping it up. Maybe not super anti-Trumping, but like just making fun of like the various fun things to be made of about Trump. So, anything from, because it could be really huge.
Tremendous.
Huge. It's going to be huge. But you could obviously you could talk a lot about Trump.
There's
But
a lot of material there.
a lot of material there. Oh my God, it's
Yeah.
just all kinds, and that should be
He's
fun.
wacky.
It's Friday, 8 to 12 at Jalopy Theater. Over on Columbia Street, and that is
And
something.
Mexicans are allowed. That's right.
Oh.
Yes.
No, I mean the producer just told me to say that.
Yeah.
I didn't,
Oh my God.
Producer
That's a good
right
save.
Yeah. Oh man, under the
producer
bus.
Mama just told me to say that.
Under the bus. You don't want the Uber. You don't want the Uber. You don't want the Uber.
That's Dump Trump Night. Whether you're a Trump supporter or not, get out to that one.
It should be
Dick,
fun. It should
That's
be very
great.
fun.
And Dave, I think you have one more. The ice cream takedown.
I scream, you scream, we all yell, okay, give us ice cream,
Dave,
please.
if I may, these takedowns are so much fun. They're at the Royal Palms. They happen once a month on a Sunday, and the ice cream one is sure to be great. All you can eat ice cream, right, Dave?
Exactly. Pay $20, all the ice cream you can eat for 2 hours. Brain freeze is your own problem. They do not have like a brain freeze
Diabetes.
station to help you out or anything. Diabetes, also your own problem.
don't-
Any health.
Go easy on the
this
ice
is-
cream,
This is
people.
not a thing where like if you eat all the ice cream and then you get sick, they'll be like, oh, well, we'll help you. It's just like
They don't offer health
They're just
plans
gonna
at the
roll you
takedown.
into
Right.
the Gowanus Canal and be done with you.
But
But
they'll
it's
have-
gonna be a lot of fun. Sunday,
fun.
Greg said like the whole good talking points of it. There's all this stuff. It's gonna be like a homemade ice cream, and there's gonna be judges,
I like.
and there's just gonna be
Yeah.
What else could you do on a summer Sunday?
It's good
It's
for
great.
kids. For
Yeah,
kids.
it's great for kids.
But if you
But
eat it
also
all up,
great for adults.
yes, it's an adult. It's an adult. It's a kid. It's a kid food with an adult theme, right? Like kids and adults. And if you eat too much, they'll have fashion models on here showing you how to regurgitate it.
That is not true. That is not true.
You know, the Royal Palms is known for its shuffleboard, but it's also known for these takedowns. It's a fun food competition, a great time. Dick, Dave, you always have the best picks. And Mike from the Rookery. It's on Troutman and St. Nicholas. I want to say again, these drinks are delicious. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everybody head down to the Rookery. Cheers again to the weekend, to the Rookery,
Thank you.
and to BK Live. Thank you
Here's
very
the
much.
weekend. Here's the weekend.
This is unbelievable.
Weekend.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks to the Rookery, and thanks to you guys, Dick and Dave. You're the best.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, yes.